30-second takes. What are your instant takeaways after the Cavs versus Thunder on national TV? I went first, which is weird to say. So, John, I'll actually let you go first this time. And then, Eric, you'll take it. And then I'll wrap us up. And then we can, talk as we do. Y'all good with that?
Sounds good to me.
Let's go.
Appreciate the privilege, big guy. I love it. I think this was a big game for the Cavs. It was good to see the arena rocking like it used to be when we were making deep playoff runs every year. I've said this before, but I think it bears repeating that it's really cool to watch a team break up the whole you got to get one or two of the best players in the league at the very, very top to have a chance to compete. Donovan Mitchell's probably a top 10 player, top 15 player, but he didn't play that well offensively tonight. We still got the dub because anybody can beat you on this team. That includes the first couple guys off the bench.
I couldn't have put it better myself. Eric, go for it.
Yeah, so first of all, shout out to Gilgeous-Alexander because that dude is a beast and might even be your MVP this year. But what I'm tired of are executives from other teams saying that they're not worried about Cleveland. Executives are on the record saying they're good, but. And I'm sick of the but because the reality is the playoffs and maybe even the finals, you got to go through Cleveland if you want to have a shot at anything. We are the team to beat, and we're the best team in the NBA, and that should be the narrative, period.
I'm going to just throw myself up on the clock because I want to know how an individual is a Thunder. A Thunder is a weather happening. So get them out of here because the Cavs are the best team in the NBA. They proved it tonight. They have proved it time and time again. And if I wake up tomorrow and I turn on ESPN while I'm eating my Cheerios and my boxers getting ready for work, and they're talking about the Boston Celtics or the Lakers, get the hell out of here, man. I don't even want to hear about them anymore. That's where I'm at.
When you eat those Cheerios, you got to go no milk. I'm telling you, it changes your life. Breakfast cereal with no milk is delicious.
You're insane. Listen. For those who
we're having a good
tune in
night.
Often, we obviously have a group chat to plan and talk, and honestly, bullshit sometimes too. We had this whole debate one night about breakfast cereal and eating it with milk or eating it without milk, and when you add the milk. And John is just a crazy person. Okay, John is.
There's nothing wrong with eating it with milk, but a little
There's
cinnamon
not.
toast crunch in a bag for a snack is also delicious.
I'm a
That's
Cocoa
hilarious.
Pebbles guy, Tim Lyons. I am a Cocoa Pebbles guy. For those who are listening to the audio, he said, Cheerios, I figured you were a Fruity Pebbles guy.
There is nothing wrong with eating cereal dry. It's just not cereal at that point. The cereal... Okay, I'm kind of contradicting myself, but the
You
cereal
sure
and
are,
the milk
'cause-
together is what makes cereal. But I want to get back to the Cavs
I'm glad you
because
said it first.
because
Tim
listen,
said
what
cinnamon toast crunch out of the
Let's
bag.
go.
I agree with John.
I'm
Eric,
back on
go ahead.
Tim's
Let's
side.
get back on topic.
You
I
guys
don't
are
give a
making
fuck
me
about
want
cereal.
though, but no, listen, the reality is that we played a really good team tonight. They're probably the best defensive team in the league. People wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a finals matchup that was this game tonight. There's a long season to go and a long way to go. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but man, we can utilize anybody. Ty was going off. Anybody. I wanted to see more out of Mobley, but Mobley right now, you guys have both seen The Matrix, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
You remember the scene when Neo's finally figured it out and the bullets, he can just stop them and he kind of just drops it. That's my boy Mobley right now. He's figuring out the Matrix and I love it. Like I couldn't be happier. The ceiling for this team, I had said before it felt like they were still a piece away. I don't think that. I think the ceiling is a finals appearance, maybe even a finals win. That sounds crazy, but I think we're there.
Listen, there's two things I didn't get to touch on in my 30-second takes because I wanted to, bash the fact that the Cavs aren't getting the respect that they deserve. Two things out of this game. A often listener of our show, our coworker Michael Farmer, asked me today, what do you think has to happen in this game for the Cavs to win? I said, Mobley's got to put up 20 plus. Mobley went out there and put up 20 plus. The Cavs won the game. That's point one. Point number two, I know it's going to be a talking point that Chet was hurt for this game. But if you look at the box score and you look at what Donovan Mitchell did in terms of scoring, he was 1/20th of the player that he was. He shot 3 for 17, if I'm pulling it off the top of my head right now. a full-blown Donovan Mitchell in that game, you don't know where we're at in terms of point differential and how much we win by this, that, and the third. This team is legit. This team is a NBA Finals contender, and anybody who says anything else other than that is just flat out wrong.
Now, we'll say this. No,
selfish.
I agree with you guys 100%. It irritates me. We got the small city syndrome when it comes to the Cavs and everything else because we're like, we're number one. We've only lost 4 games. What do you mean we're not real contenders? I will say in the NBA, this is one of the ways it's different than all other major sports is you are only evaluated on playoffs. You make it or you don't. If you don't, you're a lottery team and you absolutely suck. And if you're in the playoffs and you don't make noise, you don't get the respect. I got a friend of mine. We got to get together, but he's a Celtics fan. I haven't seen him in a while. And we always have this debate, and I'm like, well, it's because you're Boston. And he's a Patriots fan too, so he's insufferable. But he does make a good point that the Celtics get all the credit, not just because they're from Boston. It's because they've won something. The Cavs fizzled out in the playoffs pretty badly in each of the last 2 or 3 appearances. So I'm with you guys. It irritates the hell out of me, but if we go into the first round and it takes 7 games to beat the Magic and then we lose to, Philly in round 2, then we haven't earned it yet. So I think that's where it comes from. But I don't know. They look amazing, though. I just hope they stay healthy.
Me too. And they have been healthy all year. We're talking about 2 role players, Okoro and Merrill are the only 2 that are not healthy right now. And we're talking about, I'm not calling them ticky-tacky injuries, but it's not anything crazy. We're talking about sprained ankles and stuff where they could be back tomorrow against the Raptors for all we know. You know what I mean?
Well, and honestly, too, we don't know, but Max Strus being out for as long as he was could still have been a big injury for this team because he dropped like 17 tonight, and all of a sudden he looks like he'll be back in the starting role. We might look up and say, despite the fact that we're 31-4, we also miss Max Strus.
Yeah, I love Strus, but what is this haircut? He's coming out like, what? Come on, boy. Let's get back to our old haircut.
Some of my Cavs coworkers said it looked like he got the hair plugs put in over in Turkey, and now he's wearing the bandage on the flight.
Oh, maybe.
Home. Yeah.
The turkey plugs. You got turkey plugs and turkey teeth over there.
I know you want to move us forward. No, one other thing that I do want to make sure to call out in the 15 last seconds I'll take on this is somebody who doesn't get nearly enough credit. I know you two didn't do it purposely. We talk about him all the time. But another reason Mobley being amazing wasn't necessary is because Jared Allen just quietly did his thing again and was absolutely amazing. Offensive rebound.
5 and 12.
9 of 11 from the field. I mean, I don't know what that percentage is offhand, but right around 90% if you round it to 10. That guy is a piece. He's like a glue piece. He's never going to be the sexiest guy on the floor. He might be the 4th of the big 4, but without Jared Allen's contribution to that, we certainly don't win that game.
100%.
As the residential sneakerhead, I love Jared Allen. Residential sneakerhead, you can see it over my left. Somebody buy that man some new shoes. He's been wearing the same Kyrie 3s that he's had on his feet since he was in Brooklyn. He's changed the laces they've broke. The Nike logo's fallen off. His toes coming out of the toe box.
No, I'm going to hard disagree here because just like I feel about the trade market with this team, and I've changed my position on this, I don't want them to change a thing. Don't change your shoes. Don't change your thought process. Don't bring anybody in. Yeah. I don't want a thing change. If my man likes rocking his same shoes, let him rock them.
I wouldn't change my bed sheets if I played for the Cavs right now. They're hotter than fish grease, man.
Except the haircut. Strus can change the haircut.
I thought you were about to say Allen, and we were going to have some words because the fro cannot go. The fro
my kids
love right out of the 70s, and I love it.
My girls love Allen shoes because from a distance, because they're like white with a black strap, they look like he's wearing like Adidas sandals or bathroom slippers when he's playing, and I think it's great too.